Hey friends, wanted to update you that as arranged by the session, the Human Resources Committee, us pastors, and the staff, I am grateful to share with all of you that I'll be taking in a short time a 12-week sabbatical leave from April 21st, that's the day after Easter, until July 14th. Now, this has been in the planning for quite some time. We have had this on the horizon, but now as it approaches, we want to make sure that we all know and can prepare for it. Now, just so you know, during this time, I'll be disengaged from the regular tasks of ministry to focus on rest, replenishment, and renewal for those exciting days of ministry that lie ahead of us. You might remember that Pastor Shannon took her well-deserved sabbatical time in 2022 in preparation for her next season of ministry with us, and I am now looking forward to the same.
Mm-hmm. I'm so grateful that you have this opportunity, David, to spend some time to renew and to rejuvenate, to rest, and then, as happened with me, I hope happens with you, you come back restored and ready to think through new things and new ways of being here at St. Luke's. So as all of you know, that was a special time for me, and we're grateful that David has that time. And you may wonder, what do I do if I see David at Kroger or out and about in town? And I will say that you should certainly speak with David. You know, let him know you are thinking about him and praying for him during this time of sabbatical. But let's refrain from talking St. Luke's business, right? So while he is gone, this is an opportunity for him to be able to disconnect. It's also an opportunity for us as a congregation to appreciate that David is not here, so that when he comes home, you will be so glad that he is back. So just remember that to protect his time away and his family's time away while he is away on sabbatical.
Thank you for that. So I'll be disengaged from church ministry and communication during this time, but thankfully, because of all the wonderful people here, Pastor Shannon chief among them, St. Luke's will carry on with all of its usual vitality and activity. So we're all encouraged, you're all encouraged to continue on as you would. Pastor Shannon, we're so lucky to have her. She will serve as head of staff during this time, as session moderator. These hats I tend to wear regularly. She'll serve as our primary preacher, while she and Pastor Michael will share pastoral duties and cover my usual responsibilities as we did with you, Shannon, when you took your sabbatical. So we also have arranged for certain group leaders and committees to carry forward with regular activities like Bible studies and some of our interfaith work. But I am so grateful for my colleagues and our marvelous staff here for their support and adaptability during this time. Now, I wanted to mention too that sabbatical leave is something that bears explanation, right? What it is and why we do it. Sabbatical leave for pastors, as articulated by our denomination, is a planned time of rest and enhancement for ministry and mission. It's an extension of that biblical concept of the Sabbath day, to be practiced on a Sabbath year, recognized for times of renewal. It's scriptural. It's an act of faith that God will sustain us through a period of reflection and an occasion for recovery and renewal of vital energies, right?
Absolutely.
That I know is how we receive this practice. I am eager to experience that too. It's typical that these sabbatical times occur every 7 years. And as a pastor who's been privileged to serve in parish ministry for over 16 years now, I am really grateful for such a time.
It is time. It is time. So, David, what are you planning to do during your sabbatical?
Well, it'll be a mix of rest and recreation, some writing projects I've been meaning to get to for a long time, and some study. I'm really pleased to be able to go to the Festival of Homiletics this year. That, as you know, is a wonderful annual festival. Just so happens, unfortunately for me, that this year that festival is in Atlanta, so I will be attending that locally, but I'm grateful to be able to invest in that experience. I'll also be embarking on a new journey with a cohort of senior pastors from all over the country that's being convened by the Ministry Collaborative, and that's the outfit with whom I went to Israel
That's
a few
a wonderful
years ago.
opportunity.
So I'm excited to have those new things by which to be engaged. I've also got some writing projects lined up. I would want to finally work on the book about collaborative preaching that I've been
Great.
hoping to do since my doctor of ministry project, and writing some preaching articles I've been invited to do for our denomination's Call to Worship magazine. So we'll do some of those things, and then there's also just going to be a lot of R&R. There's going to be time set aside for adventures with family and friends. As Shannon well knows, I've made a midlife decision to buy an old boat, so I'm going to be sitting in the middle of some body of water for a good bit of this time on an old boat.
So we'll send you off with a sailor cap and a life jacket, right?
A life jacket might be important part of that. But the lower family, we are very fortunate to have family places to retreat to near Savannah and in southwestern Michigan. So quality time is going to get spent in those places with this time that you've gifted me. Mm-hmm. So thank you all for this gift of sabbatical time. I'm so grateful to be able to have it and to know that this church I love will be so well supported while I take it. I look forward to celebrating our holy season in the meantime.
Absolutely.
See you at Ash Wednesday service tomorrow night. And we'll be preparing for the joy of resurrection together in this holy season of Lent.
That's wonderful. Yay. So I know you all will join me in wishing David well on his sabbatical time, and I look forward to being with you in the time while he is away so that we will be ready for him to return home to us. So.
Sounds great. Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you're welcome.
everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.